Okay, you've got your footage imported into your project. You've got your project named. You've got your clips over here in what's called the browser. What you're going to do now, of course, you're going to mark some favorites. You're going to use the J, K, and L. Okay, sometimes I like to use the mouse, but you're going to use the J, K, and L because you can kind of sit back and you kind of watch what's going on. So you're going to mark some endpoints by hitting I, and I'm going to tap L 17 times, make it go faster. I'm going to hit O, and then F's going to make a favorite. I'm going to get in the habit of doing that. These are the little tips that we're going to try to do. Well, the drone went nuts here. Look at the side of the drone. This thing was practically on its side there. Whoops. It lost its signal for just a second and got mad at me, so whatever. So you're going to mark your favorites. You're going to go through these steps over and over again. This is our digital media strength and conditioning. Here's the teachers down there. I had this thing flying around in circles. There's another favorite. Here's a new building. I marks an endpoint. O marks an outpoint. F makes that area the favorites. So then once I get my favorites, I can filter down to just look at the favorites. Now I'm in business. I'm not cluttered up with all that nonsense. Now there's 3 ways you can edit these into the timeline, and that's what we're talking about right now. If I am a rookie, day 1, what I'm going to do is I'm going to drag and drop. Okay, that's rookie. That's day 1 stuff. If I'm a little bit more advanced, maybe I'm going to hit one of these buttons down here. So if you hover your mouse for just a second, this is called a connect edit. You see a little icon above here. Well, that's not quite what we want to do. This is called an insert edit. It's going to put it in between there. This is called an append edit. It's going to put it at the end of the storyline. Append end. This right here is going to overwrite on the primary storyline. So these are the 3 primary edits that we're going to use. And actually, this one you're going to use most of the time. It's called the append edit. So maybe I could click one of those buttons right there and get the footage in there. That's kind of, I'm going to undo that, Command Z. That's kind of not exactly amateur. There's also one more way, and you could do it in the edit menu, but you know, who's going to do that? Well, let's take a look here at the shortcuts. E is end. You're going to put it at the end of the storyline. W is insert. You're going to wedge it in between. That's my insert reminder. And then overwrite is D, because sometimes if you overwrite by accident, you're like, dang it. Okay, so that's D. That's how I remember those 3 shortcuts. And then Q, Q's got that little tail connected on it. So that's called a connect edit. You're going to connect it like the letter Q. So let's try to remember those shortcuts as you get going on. So I can take the clips and I can go, I want that one first, and I hit E. Click this one, I go, I want that one next, and I hit E. And I hit this one, and I go, that one next, and I hit E. And I've got those 3 clips in the timeline. Then I can come in here and I can make some adjustments. I can reposition them if I want to. But for the most part, I'm going to use those keyboard shortcuts. And if I forget them, I can hover the mouse right here and see what they are.